This is Jonathan Agger, Fit for Pro Boxing fans. We're here in London today. Delighted to be joined by Luther Clay. Luther, big fight coming up on this March 28th, Bill against Chris Kongo. Saw it, lighten up a bit in the press conference, but all part of the job and I presume business on March 28th.
Yeah, I think there's no personal beef. I don't know Chris, you don't know me, but I think obviously we're both hungry. It's a very big opportunity, so we're both ready to go.
I saw you last time out at York Hall against Freddie Kiwitt. How would you assess that performance and your 2019 in general?
Yeah, 2019 was a good year for me. I went out to Italy, got the title from Dario Morello, then I defended against a mandatory Freddie. And I think that was the last fight I had. Yeah, that was the last fight I had. And that's led me to here, obviously 0-2 boxing against Chris. On likes of look at everyone on the card. You've got, Joshua Buatsi, Josh Kelly, David Avanesyan, Conor Benn, and me and myself and Chris, obviously. And, it's a great card, and I'm happy to be here, and I'm ready to defend my belt.
As you said, you've been out in Italy, York Hall, 0-2 now. How far, what is it for the winner? What does the winner gain from this? Is it moving on to, say, sort of British title level? Where do you see the winner going from this fight?
I think, to be honest, I'm already ranked quite high in British, so I'm ranked number 5, so I could box for a British title at any moment. I think, for me, it's more about getting a good name that everyone knows, that everyone rates, which is Chris. And for him, it's about getting the title, taking my ranking, and obviously, because it's going to be on a big show like this, who knows, could potentially be a contract on the line of action or something like that. That would be a big difference changer in my career.
You're in a really good scene. Josh Kelly, Conor Benn. Let's just talk about Josh Kelly and David Avanesyan. Fight's back on. How do you see that fight going?
It's a very hard fight. I think the skill and the IQ and lies with Josh Kelly, but I think Avanesyan is very explosive, very strong, a good puncher, throws combinations. So, if Josh stays on top of his P's and Q's and doesn't languish on the ropes too much, then I believe Josh Kelly can outbox him, but it's dangerous from the 1st to the 12th. So if it's 12, is it 12 or 10 rounds? I don't know.
12, I believe.
Should be 12, yeah. So exactly, it's just dangerous. It's a dangerous fight. I will lean with Josh, but it's a hard fight.
Just moving back onto you, I know you're sort of promoted and managed by Siesta. How did that partnership form, and what has he sort of brought to your career?
Well, he just found me in the gym. At the time, I was at university studying, and I've always been into boxing. And then he just found me, and then I was training, saw me with a trainer, and then we just kind of turned pro. It was all very random. It's been a roller coaster ride, and it's led me to here. And he's done a lot, got me to this point. So I'm very happy.
Just moving on to a few fights coming up, I want to get your opinion of Anthony Joshua set to fight Kubrat Pulev, not announced yet. How would you see that fight going?
I think it could potentially be. I think Joshua could potentially steamroll him because he's stronger, the puncher. But maybe Joshua's still more cautious because of the Ruiz fight. So it could be another chess match similar to the Andy Ruiz Joshua 2 fight, where Joshua boxes him cautiously. But I don't think that would be the best way to go about it because Pulev has been known to just jab, and that's the kind of style he likes. So I think AJ will win. It just depends on which style he chooses to employ.
And Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury next week, the big rematch. How do you see that fight playing out? A lot of people saying Fury on points, Wilder by KO. How do you see it?
I have no idea. I think, I don't know. Everyone says the same stuff. Fury by UD, Wilder by KO. In my head, I believe there's more of a chance of Fury getting knocked out than him outboxing for 12 rounds. For the simple fact that is, once someone's caught you, even not, let's say take out the knockdown, once someone's caught you with a particular punch, they understand that they can land it. And by understanding they can land it, they will be more willing to keep throwing it. And just so happens that punch is Wilder's right hand, his main punch. So, and for Fury, it's a case of, I'm going to have to outbox you for 12 rounds. That's mentally taxing, no matter how good you are, because everyone has habits, everyone loses concentration, and with Wilder, you cannot. He was outboxing him I had Fury up 4-8 without the knockdowns. Do you know what I mean? No, I know. I had him 10-2 without the knockdowns. And then with the knockdowns, I had it 4-8, whatever. So it's very hard. So I will go by Wilder by knockout. I want Fury to win, but that's how I think it will go.
Who would you say, going to put you on the spot a little bit, who would you say is your top 3 pound for pound fighters in the world?
Top 3, I'll probably go Lomachenko, Crawford. I think you can put Canelo in there for what he's been doing, or you could put in Inoue. I would interchange Inoue and Canelo. Yeah.
A final one. What is your motivation? You have said you went to uni, you're now a pro boxer, rising up the ranks. What would you say your motivation is to box and do what you're doing?
It's just to put everything into this and, you know, keep challenging myself and take this boxing thing as far as I can possibly go with it. And, you know, of course, everyone wants to win a world title, but for me, it's just like one fight at a time, one step at a time, and see where we end up. But, you know, I love boxing. I always have since a kid. Even before I started, I always loved watching it. And for me, it's like, oh, now I'm here. It's, you know, it's surreal to me, but, you know, I'm enjoying the journey.
Who were your sort of heroes growing up when you were watching?
Mike Tyson, obviously, Roberto Duran, Marvin Hagler. Those are my 3 favourites.
Great stuff. Luther Clay, thanks very much for talking to pro boxing fans, and we look forward to the build-up to your fight with Chris Kongo.
Appreciate it, man.